today. From Levi's Stadium in San...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He completes this to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jelani Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a first down coming up. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Seahawks send out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Muscling free near the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Seahawks send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll set up to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Final play of the half, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now. Come the Seahawks.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he whips that one incomplete there. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. And Kittle catching the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a draw play. It's Walker, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. He stiff arms him. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Back to throw again. There's a nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount.
Touchdown, Seahawks! From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Purdy.
High throw, but he makes the catch. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the line.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at